Hello, Capricorn. How are you? This is Trudy at Virtual Tarot. I am here to read a 4-card spread for you. And if this isn't resonating with you, and I say this to all of our signs, please check out your rising and especially your moon sign. The moon sign is where our relationship houses abide, and oftentimes you will relate and resonate at a higher level with your moon sign. And so you can click the link to AstroDanced and go to the free reading chart, enter your birthplace, time, hopefully, if you know it. And if you do that, you can pull up your entire chart. Also, you can pull up the chart of your partner, potential partner, love interests. You can do it on the fly while you're on a Match.com date from your phone. A lot of people do that. It's really smart, actually. You can learn more from that than actual conversation, because oftentimes that conversation is how people want you to see them, not how they really are. And we're all nervous on those dates. That said, Cap, I'm going to read for you. I am hearing to shuffle again. Okay. There's something happening. Something big is going to happen for you this month. Already hearing that there's awakening. Okay, there it is. This card is jumping out. So let's see what it is. Okay. The card of Facebook. And why do I call it that? This is the 6 of Cups. This is the card of reconnection. This is feeling great with the person you're with, because there's history there and there's a sense of unconditional love there. And you feel it when you're with this person. It just feels like home. Now, I love this card because it's very sentimental. And maybe you're feeling very sentimental this month and you're yearning. There's a feeling of yearning that goes along with this card for the past. And it did, I believe, show up reversed, but I wanted to read it in the upright because even in reverse, it's really, this meaning is the same. It's really about not living in the past in the reverse, and it's advice from Spirit to move forward. However, if you have moved recently, or if you're feeling ungrounded, there may be a need to reach out via social media, online, through letters. Who does that anymore? Snail mail. What happened to that? Why do we never get mail, letters any longer? It's so exciting if someone actually pens a letter and you get it in the mail. It's like, but there's that need to reconnect with those who you feel safe with. And wanting that, and wanting to maybe revert a little bit back to the way things were when you were a child. Now, this is a good thing, and could mean that there's someone who you are longing for. Could also mean that someone is reaching out to you, a past relationship that made you feel really good and warm inside. But in the reverse, there's a delay here, and you're not quite able to reconnect with this person, or you have, and it's not going perhaps exactly the way you had wanted it to go. For you who are already in relationship, who are traveling this summer with family, may not feel exactly as homey upon arrival as you had hoped for. And if that means you're traveling to your significant other's family, it may not feel the way you would like it to. If you are traveling solo, single, hoping to find love, you might feel as if things have changed. Can you hear the frogs? That never changes. But you may feel as if the past has moved on without you. And that leaves you feeling a little unsettled. Okay. So, 4 Pentacles comes up in the position of challenge. And sometimes this card can mean that you need to just watch your finances. But when we're reading for love, it often has to do with jealousy. And so in the upright, this person is really holding on. There's a real sense of that's mine in this card, and magnified when it's reversed. There's too much of that's mine, and if you're trying to capture a butterfly, good luck with that. Jealousy is an ugly green monster, and you really don't want to go there. It can also speak to the opposite of that, where you should maybe consider that, who that person has been with in the past, because it's a magnification. Are you far too open and not practical with your ownership of a relationship? Are you far too open? Another possibility, open relationships. They can cause issues as well. And I know now there are plenty of people who are in open relationships, but that could be a challenge for you if you are this month. And this is the first time I've really heard or read for open relationships. Yeah, open relationships can leave the children feeling a bit unsettled as well. And so that would make sense with this card. The sweetness of childhood could become a bit disrupted if you have children and you're involved with a Capricorn. You might, or if they have children, the openness perhaps might be an issue. And openness in how you present yourself to the world, in relationship, in intimate relationships, that may present an issue. Let's see. Okay, so we've got a really great card here. This is the wish fulfillment card. Basically, all the yearning is going to pay off. You're going to get what you want, and that is going to put you at the joy table. This man has all these cups behind him, and he's worked very, very hard. So he's put a lot of lovely things, or she's put a lot of lovely what is a cup? Okay, let's stop right there. Cups represent fulfillment. And so there has been plenty of that, where your heart is full and you know how to receive love. You've been given and you have given. And because of that, you are able to create what it is that you want within relationship, because you've had experience that has been positive. Whatever you wish for, you can have. Now, what is it that you're wishing for? And these things will turn around. This desire to own this person, or this desire to be completely open and allow other people to come in, will be turned around to a positive, so that you can keep what's yours. You can, and that's very important to a Capricorn, not to lose ground. You won't lose any ground, and that will right itself up. And maybe it will write itself up because you put it out there once again to the 10. There's only one more gesture that you need to put in place to get to where you want to be, which is unconditional love. You're looking for that, which means you're so close already. And this lover, this person, perhaps you're already in relationship with right now. But even if you're in relationship with them, it's not feeling as unconditional as you would like for it to. There are conditions. And they have certain requirements now that aren't lining up with your need to feel like they're not going to go out there and do it with somebody else. So this card says you'll bring them back in and your wish will be fulfilled. Bring them back in with the same gestures that the two of you, the same sports, the same food, the same, whatever it was that drew you together in the first place, you reach out on that level once again. Be careful though, don't overindulge. Sometimes this is the card of the glutton and you have to watch out for that. It's like the good times card, you know, good times, lots of, you know, eating, drinking, it's the good times, and which is awesome, but you don't want to overdo that. And in the last position, we have the 9 of Wands reversed. So I've gotten this card, let's see, that pulled this card for, I believe it was our fire sign. No. Was it? Yeah, fire signs. And it was, no, I'm wrong. It was for Libra. Yeah, this card is very interesting in that in the upright, you can see this gentleman has a bandage on his head and he's got all of these rods behind him. Well, it's interesting to me that it came up right after the 9 of Cups. And so 9 usually means that we're getting very close to reaching the end game, the goal, to solving the issue, the problem. And so this tells me that by the end of the month, you're going to create a situation that could turn these 2 cards back around. Whereas if you're going or trying to reignite a relationship from the past, it looks very good for you at the end of the month. It looks as if you can do that. And you can get that moving in the direction that you want that relationship to move into. I'm also seeing this 4, and so just getting a hold of the green-eyed monster a little bit, or not being as concerned about what was happening when the 2 of you weren't together. So reigniting the old flame, that could work in your favor. This card just says, hey, you guys have been through it, and in the reverse, it's kind of like you're ready to stop battling with yourself and with the situations that created this skiffrism, what's that? This rift. And so when the card is reversed, and you can see, once again, this man has 9 rods behind him. So there's a lot of passion that's gone into this relationship. Speaking to relationships now, there's a lot of passion or thinking about where this could go. That's already been, those sticks have been put in the ground. However, not without cost. And now you are a little tired, maybe a little paranoid even. This can be a card of paranoia. So it's speaking to the 8 of Rods, more or less, to turn back to the Eight of Rods, which is the wands who are flying out there, all of them in the same direction, hitting their target, instead of a woe is me situation, which is really kind of what this is. Like, I've worked so hard, I'm so tired, I don't know if I can move on with this anymore. This speaks to going back to the 8, which is communication, clear communication, and the card of Mercury. And also, they can be the arrows of love. The arrows of love have flown in the past, yes, but there is this bit of trying to guard what you had in the past with this person, and you might now feel as if you've lost out with this person, but you haven't. You can have them. You can have this person if you want this person. This is all weird. Sorry, this is just what I'm hearing. Okay, so that's we're speaking of yearning, and we started the reading with yearning for someone who you feel unconditional love toward and who you would like to feel that way about you. Little bit of the green-eyed monster popping up here when it comes to this person, and or either that or being completely open to the point of maybe you are jealous, but the way you deal with it is by saying, oh, do whatever you want. It's fine with me. I don't care, you know. You need to protect yourself and your assets, be practical. But what do we have pop up here is this 9 of Cups, which 9 of Cups is always the wish fulfillment card. And so that unexpectedly you get what you want, and now what does that mean? Do you get what you want for a short period of time? Do you get what you want for a long period of time? At the end we have this 9, so we have 2 9s, and really getting to the 10 would be accepting responsibility, the 10 of Rods, taking on responsibility for this relationship, so that it can move forward into that happy ever after sort of fairy tale ending. There's a lot of responsibility that you will have to take on in order to make this relationship work. Now, if you're looking for love, I'm going to back up to that. Dwelling in the past is not going to serve you, and it's impractical, and that's your challenge. Dwelling in the past and stalking old boyfriends or girlfriends' Facebook pages won't serve you. It'll just unsettle you and make you feel bad. So it just tells me that the reading is telling me that you are better off going out and meeting people live for dinner and drinks and having a good time. You will be able to find someone that way. Your wish is going to be fulfilled. It's a very, very positive card. Don't become weary in the dating game because you're really close. You've had quite a few relationships in the past, but it's okay. You're a champ. That's what I see. You are a champ, and I see love coming for you. I really do. I think you're going to meet this person if you're single this month, and it's not going to be maybe a person that you think it is from your past, someone you dated before. It's not going to be that person. It's going to be a new person, and this person is going to be someone who, and you want unconditional love. So this is someone who is very warm and who loves to cook and entertain. I'm gonna go with that. And who likes to go out with friends and eat and fellowship. And fellowship, such a biblical word, but it could be even like that, like potluck, that kind of thing. This is going to be really good, and don't worry about the past. Let that go. Don't worry about that. And stop, if you're obsessing over someone from the past, stop that too. Don't look at their Facebook page or their Snapchats or whatever it is they're sending over to you. Don't look at those. Great reading overall. You can have whatever you want, whichever situation. This person from the past, if you want them, you can have them. However, you will have to take on a burden, quite a lot of responsibility. You will be the one who has to become the responsible party to keep the relationship going forward. That is it, Capricorn. It is a good month for you. Go out there and make love happen, and I will see you in August. I really appreciate you tuning in.